What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Liquored Up. Joining us right now is Kevin, Kyle, and Jake. Let's take a shot and let's move on to the next topic.
Cheers.
Well, I'm cheersing you.
Last but not least is Kyle. What is your topic?
All right. I don't know if you guys are afraid of heights. You ever seen a picture where someone is looking over the corner of a building or over the edge of a canyon and your hands are getting sweaty and you're thinking, what the fuck? Well, this is some crazy shit. Why is looking over in a picture so insane? Have you ever seen the Russian kids or the people who are in Europe who are... What are you looking at over there? These kids in Europe. So they're thrill seekers, they got nothing better to do with their life, and they climb skyscrapers. I'm sure we can throw a picture up or something like that. But these people are doing nothing with their life besides urban exploring. And they're hanging their feet off the edge of a skyscraper, doing backflips on the edge of a building.
Is this anything like parkour?
No, well, I suppose if
like
you think
parkour.
it's
Kind of.
parkour is jumping around on stuff, but this is people who are... there's got to be some pictures added to this thing, because I can't explain it without going the extra mile.
I get what you're saying.
But people are literally climbing like 130-foot floor skyscrapers on this, and there's no safety ropes. There's no one in the building like security going like, yeah, go ahead and go up to the top floor on the attic and just look around up there. They're just climbing because they got nothing better to do. They sneak past security. That's some crazy stuff. I mean, you ever thought about going urban exploring or,
No.
I don't know, climbing a building Batman style and hanging off a gargoyle?
So, yeah, I have thought about doing crazy stuff like that before,
Yes.
but
That's-
then I realized, one, I'm
It'd
not
be
in
easier
shape.
just to post before we
You're not in shape?
I'm not in shape.
That dude does have a six-pack.
Two, I can't do backflips on skyscrapers.
So
You can't do backflips in real life.
right,
I can't even do one on a trampoline.
right. I get scared.
Yeah,
You break your neck
my
on a trampoline.
So the closest thing to that I've done is on the Willis Tower now in Chicago.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
glass panel.
Yeah, that's the closest thing I've done.
And you're
to
standing at the edge like, I don't want to step any further. I'm feeling a little sweaty.
that. And I jumped on that. I was jumping up and
You were
down.
jumping up and down?
Yeah.
That's more manly than I was. I kind of like inched my way into the center, and then I opened my eyes and looked real quick, and then backed out real quick. I was 11, but at the same time, that was scary. I'm not a heights fan.
I mean, I'm not terrified of heights. I don't think I would break into buildings and climb up them.
They don't break into them. They just climb out the outer side. It's like Jackie Chan.
Just Spider-Man
Yeah.
up that shit. Dude,
Come
I'm
on.
not scared of heights at all, but I also don't want to die.
This is the guy who
Like-
will go to Six Flags with me because it's not like roller coasters.
I don't like roller coasters. I just don't trust them.
I'm okay with roller coasters. You strap me into something, and we're driving around up on
I'm
the
cool
hills.
with roller coasters. I generally can't do like the wooden ones though. There's something about the wooden ones that creep me out. The sound.
Yeah, I mean, I
Might
suppose
be it. Yeah.
the wooden ones feel more, not really more secure, but there's more like railings and stuff on the way down. It's kind of
Well, they say the wooden ones are like the safer ones, but like I don't know. There's something about them that's just not for me.
Kyle, would you go diving into this world?
I would not climb a building. I was already saying heights are not for me, but there's other people who do the same thing. Like in Europe, there's all sorts of World War II bunkers and stuff that have been abandoned for 60 years, and these people break into them and look around, and there's like poisonous gas under the ground. You're thinking, why? What did you do that for? Is that
So-
for thrills?
I mean, this is kind of a little bit off topic, not so much as extreme, but they're tearing down that movie theater finally on Washington next to the Pig.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, so there's a big old hole, and there's like a crane and stuff in there. I was like, I was driving past yesterday, and I was like, it'd be kind of cool just to walk in there and look around.
And then the guys get up at 6 a.m. and...
Was there a movie theater active when you moved here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to one movie in there, but then I think mostly we went to like that discount one by the mall.
Yeah, well, $2 and you can watch
We went
any
there
other...
for like one of Kyle's birthdays when he was younger.
We're cheap, man. What can I say?
What about you, Sean? What would you do?
I'm not a fan of heights whatsoever. I don't like leaving the ground. I've never been on a plane. I don't
You've
like roller
never
coasters.
been on a plane, really?
Nope, never been on a plane.
Do you have any desire, like, to go somewhere
So-
on a plane?
That's the thing. Like, I want to travel. I've never really been out of Wisconsin either.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
really.
never been out of Wisconsin?
I've been out of Wisconsin
to like Illinois, like Gurney or
twice.
something?
Illinois was one of them, and the other one was Iowa.
Really? Do we
But-
just
Stretching
go
his
on a
bounds.
road trip?
But even then, it was just there and back. Like I never stopped in between. And Illinois, it was just to Chicago and back. And even when I went to Chicago, it was like I got windburn. So like I wasn't feeling the greatest of the trip. So I was like, you know.
But did you jump up and down in the Willis Tower?
I've never been to the Willis Tower.
So
Real men have jumped up and down
For real?
in the Willis Tower and tested that unbreakable glass.
Can we do like a road trip with Sean so he can like visit some real states? Because you've been like a million places.
yeah, I've been a lot.
You've been.
I've been
a fair amount of
everywhere,
places.
man.
I've literally been halfway around the world. So
So when you say you are afraid to leave the ground, are you scared to jump?
I mean, I don't really jump much. I
Well,
mean,
swing. Are you afraid of swings? And,
I'm drinking here.
Okay,
motherfucker.
so let me clarify.
or does walking even
not
terrify
leaving
you?
the ground is considered by me anything that isn't really man-made. Well, not really.
Yeah, every time a magic wand is levitated.
Oh, I don't like this.
So like
Swing sets are okay. Wingardium Leviosa, not okay.
so as long as I'm touching the ground in some form, be it
that was such a good joke, man.
like a truck. A truck, you know, the tires never
Oh,
leave the ground.
shit.
I'm sitting. I'm not that far from the ground. Roller coasters, you're getting X amount of feet up into the air. I'm good. I'm good on the ground. I don't need
You
to
won't
go
go
up.
on roller coasters?
You're on the teacups, spinning until your passenger pukes their foot.
It was
Why?
Tilt-A-Whirl is my ride,
I love
Tilt-A-Whirl's my jam
That's
too,
that's
man.
all right.
or Gravitron or something. But I'm not keen on leaving the ground. However,
Gravitron, chicken breast, 2015. You, your girlfriend, me, and someone else, I forget who, on the Graviton after eating chicken, drunk as hell, puking our brains out. I don't know what happened, but that was the worst Gravitron ever. Just bringing that up brings me back some flashbacks, some Vietnam
PTSD.
PTSD. You wouldn't believe.
So, to go off of your topic, would you guys ever go skydiving?
No.
Nope.
I'd be fine with skydiving.
My girlfriend wants to go really badly, and I said, "You can go skydiving, but I'm not gonna come watch." And she's like, "Why won't you come watch?"
But
I was
he's
like,
too
"I'm not
much-
gonna watch you die."
He's too much of a pussy.
She's like, "Well, can't." She's like, "Well, why won't you come do it?" I was like, "I'm not gonna die. I'm just not gonna
See?
do it. Like under the chance that shit does not work, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm on the fence.
Do
Well, you shouldn't be on the fence. You should land in the field.
it, dude. We can get a GoPro. We can get a GoPro. Hook you up with it.
And he'll watch.
If we get
I'll watch that. I don't care if he dies.
100 subscribers,
It's just him falling,
we get what?
screaming.
100 subscribers, I will skydive.
Deal. I can make that happen.
Okay.
Boys, we got this. You're paying for it,
Of course.
Naked
or does the
skydive.
company pay for it? The company that has no money.
So
Give us money.
back to the topic. There are plenty of places I want to go though. So I'm gonna have to conquer my fear
Italy?
of getting up into the air because I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Germany. I really want to go to Japan. Like,
Dude,
that
it's
is
really like
You could always
it's
swim
not
there.
bad at all. Flying is not bad.
I love flying.
It's just loud as hell.
I take that back. I don't love flying.
Nobody loves
I
flying.
like taking off and landing.
I don't.
I do.
You don't like the
Get
middle?
yourself in.
I don't.
The middle part sucks.
I'm not comfortable with an ounce of it, but it's not bad.
Get yourself an earplug, a neck pillow, and some like noise canceling headphones, and flying's alright. It's
I'll
like
just-
for
I'll
like the
just,
Or
little
you
kid.
just drink a bunch
Well,
while you're
you
on
get
the
that
plane.
stomach dropping feeling here and there once you hit turbulence. And
That's
you're like,
fine.
I like, that is fun.
That's
I
like a
I think
roller
that's fun.
coaster.
Yeah,
the
that
type
doesn't do it
of the
for
type
me.
of shit that you are not okay to do.
I'll just borrow Jake's Switch.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that'll give you
That's
about
what I
2
did when I
hours
went
of
to
fun
San
on your
Francisco, man. I
your-
played Ocean Horn the whole time.
yeah your 18-hour flight to Japan is going to last you about a third of the way.
Dude,
Your battery's gonna
let me
die.
tell you, when I went to China, we took a plane from Milwaukee to Chicago, then from Chicago to Beijing, and then from Beijing to Wuhan.
That is a long ass flight.
From my door to my sister-in-law's door, it was like 26 hours or something like that.
Did you at least have a
Over a
seat that
day?
reclined? Like, stuck your feet
it was,
back?
It went back a little bit more than normal seats do. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Just awful. After that, though, I can do anything. Like,
Yeah, so we
After
took a
that hellish trip.
when my
that was
parents-
awful.
when my parents
They
first
played
moved-
The Lake House, the movie. It was awful.
I don't even know what that is. That's how bad it is.
when my parents first moved to Florida, we visit them, and the flight to Florida was only like 2 hours, and that's not bad at all.
It's only
So,
2 hours.
I took-
really?
It's like two and a half hours.
I took a 3-hour flight to Vegas
It
once.
took,
That
like-
it was a red eye.
4 hours to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose West is a little.
Did
further
you
than
stop at
East.
all?
No, straight through. I don't stop. I would rather pay 4 times as much than
I-
The
have to
pilot's
do a
like, we're
layover."
gonna take a stop in Boston. He's got a gun to his head. No, you don't.
Like literally, like if it was like $400 to fly and it was like $1,600 to fly, I would pick the $1,600 to not have to stop. Like
Yeah, stopping is annoying.
He's gonna.
yeah,
he's
well, and
gonna
then you have to like
auction off
rush
his
over to the
Yeezy
other
Crocs.
terminal and find like it's not worth it.
Quacks.
Quacks.
So let's go on another tangent. You said one of you said Vegas. I think it was you.
Been there, done that.
Climbing
Would you
skyscrapers.
go on those zip line in Vegas?
Yes.
I've been on the.
I was zipline.
So do you know what the
You know what I'm
stratosphere
talking
is?
about? Where you're like laying down and you're zip lining
Yeah,
through the
I'd
city.
be
Yeah.
cool with it.
Through like the old strip. Yeah, I've been on. So do you know what the stratosphere is?
They got
Been
those,
there too,
those
yeah.
roller coasters on the
Dope
top
there.
of the buildings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that
it's
what
like,
you're talking about?
It's like the discount Space Needle in Vegas.
They
No
like put you off to the side of the building and then like spin you around.
No
for a little
offense
bit.
to all those Las Vegas listeners, but it's pretty freaky because they got one that's it's the cheapest ride ever. You're up on like a 200-story building, who knows, and it's just a metal bar with a cart on it that goes straight up to the end and goes dink and stop, and then brings you back like, ha! You thought you were gonna fall off, but it stopped. Dink. Oh yeah, again. And then there's a roller coaster, and there's another like what are the giant drop type of things, except it's on top of a skyscraper. So I went on all of them. They were a little freaky, but it wasn't enough for me to shit my pants and waddle to the bathroom. So everything was okay.
So going back to
shit my pants and waddle to the bathroom.
Unlike
So
other things.
Going back to what you were saying, like all these extreme dudes who climb the buildings and whatever, I think it would be really cool. I don't know if I would ever do it. Like the flying squirrel suits.
Okay.
Super cool.
Yeah,
I would want to do it.
I'd be too scared.
Super
to.
fucking dangerous.
Up
Like
until
you
you-
make one false move, you're dead.
Up until you became a meat pancake.
They say though that like once you put it on and you like just jump, like you learn
like
how to do it
natural.
like immediately.
I'd imagine you'd learn, or else you're dead. It's kind of one of those like 50-50 scenarios. Hey man, we got a bunch of great
It's like-
pilots, but we also have 20 people who have died.
It's like birds who kick their babies out of the nest. You either learn how to fly
Yeah.
or you're fucking.
You
dead.
better not freeze. Put your wings out and flap, motherfucker.
But, yeah, I would like to do that. I feel like I'd be too scared to do
The
that.
squirrel suit?
Right.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that video of that guy no parachute jumping?
Mm-mm.
Like, into what? Into the ocean?
No, like this dude jumped from like thousands of
When
feet into
somebody
the air.
catches them.
There's like a net at the ground that he just
I feel like
free
you would
falls
fucking
into.
die.
Well,
He survived. He
depends on how
taped
good
the
your
entire
ground
thing.
crew is. If you're running around and they got good aim and they can see real high, maybe they
Like
can catch you.
they're firefighters with the trampoline. Like, oh.
The old school Dumbo.
Oh no, I gotta get him.
Catch him! Catch him! Oh man, there goes another one.
No, but it's an interesting video. It's something that freaks the shit out of me.
Well, all those people have like I think so was that guy didn't have a parachute, but they've got like someone to try to catch him. They've got parachutes, they've got wingsuits, they've got something. These people are climbing skyscrapers in some Skechers,
Yeah, and like a tank top.
and then they decide that's not thrilling enough
Let's
to be on
do a
top of a
handstand
skyscraper.
on the side.
Yeah, let me hang off by my fingertips and see if I fall and die. Yeah, that's thrilling, all right. That's cool. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been bored enough to go, yeah, maybe I'll risk my life today.
No, I could think of 10 things better than
Yeah.
do that.
I'm like sitting there playing Bloodborne, like, yo, I died 10 times. That was really tough and frustrating. Cool. They're like, I better go climb that
I almost
skyscraper.
died 10 times. That was really tough and frustrating.
Maybe next building, I'll do a backflip.
I mean, for me, when I get bored, I just eat. So
There we go.
it's whatever.
And
I
there's,
feel like everybody just eats when they're bored, though.
but
Yeah,
if you
but
had a-
I'm the only one that shows it.
But if you had a hot dog on the side of a skyscraper
Sean's
by the
bored a
side of
lot.
your fingertips,
Just saying.
there we go.
But what would be awesome? That dude who jumped from space.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's
Yeah.
It was like a few years
really
ago.
freaking cool.
That would be insane.
That's some serious stuff. When you have to have a space suit to
Yeah, he had
free
a
dive.
spacesuit. Dude almost, I think he passed out entering back into like the atmosphere or whatever.
When you reach
nuts.
like
Like, you're
terminal
going- yeah,
velocity,
you're
yeah, you're going fast.
Super fast and you're like spinning out of control.
In the words of Ricky Bobby.
Sean, have you ever done any like heights VR stuff?
So, no, but I have been on roller coasters and stuff before. Like, it's not like it's unknown to me. I have done it. I just don't like it.
See, they have like VR videos and stuff like on YouTube that you can hook up with VR headsets, and you can like look over the edge of like
Like that one
skyscrapers
that,
and
like,
stuff.
When they were promoting that that tightrope.
Yeah,
walk,
I did that on my PSVR, and it's like an eerie ass feeling, and I just wonder like how you would feel on that.
So,
'Cause it
watching
feels
it,
like you're gonna fall.
I mean, even just looking at a picture makes me kind of sweaty and clammy. The feeling of not being in control. You know, it's the same thing. I went to Mount Olympus in Wisconsin Dells, and they've got some go-karts that go up and down the hills. You go down a hill. You go down like a 30-foot straight down drop. And that feels a little weird.
Why you gotta angle that towards me?
it's not that. It's a simple fact. No, I watched the movie that was the
Dude just burped so nasty.
Fuck you, man! You sneezed a goddamn loogie in my face one
In
time.
7th grade, I didn't know you were there.
It was chunky, all up in my business, man.
Sorry.
It's still there, right there.
So
It's
that
in my beard.
that PSVR that you're talking about, the movie that it was based on, I think it was like The Walk or something.
Yep.
I watched that movie like throughout. Like, it was a good movie, but I never once was like, oh, you got too close to the edge, or like things like that. Pictures, videos, I'm fine with.
When you're in the VR, though, it feels more like it's you doing it.
You ever seen the videos of people like in the mall trying it out and they're falling over?
Dude, like, literally the first time I did the, like, Shark Attack one on the PSVR, I was legitimately, like, scared as shit, because it felt like it was fucking coming at me, because that shit tricks your brain.
Your instincts kicked in,
So,
swatting at the air.
Yeah, no, and there's, like, that thing in the back of your head where it's like, nah, man, like, this is fake, but at the same time, you're like,
Is it?
What if it's
this
not?
doesn't seem safe.
What if I have to put my arm in front of it?
So I used to live on a 16-floor building. Like, there was like 33 total floors in general, but
It may have been an Adobe hut.
but this
What?
What's the
60 building? Question mark. Was it a building?
there's a condo.
Okay. Continue.
And this
Condobe hut.
this place had windows, but they didn't have barriers on the outside. Like, you open the window, you could have fallen out. Like, there was no safeguard.
Some peach trees
But-
from.
But I never had any issue with that either. Like,
So let me ask you this: what is it about like roller coasters and stuff you don't like?
probably the not in control.
Because they're not in control.
That feels more in
Probably.
control than like the go-kart ride on Mount Olympus, where you're supposed to just drive down this straight down drop.
When you're in your condo, you're like, hey, all I have to do is not jump out.
Here in the
Exactly.
roller coaster, I'm strapped in, but I'm also supposed to drive straight over the edge
But,
here
I
and
mean,
just
how-
kind of cross
how often
my
do you hear
fingers.
People dying in roller coasters.
Not very
Not
often.
often.
Not very often, but,
But
it's
when-
the fact that, hey, guess what? It could.
When
I
when
mean-
Sean was in his condo, though, he was like, oh, I feel like I really need to jump out.
So like, driving to work every day is more dangerous than flying in the plane.
Walking across the street is the same thing, but I still do it, but I have my feet on the ground.
So, I mean,
That's true, but
It's
you could
just-
also be like smoking a cigarette and doing some crystal meth.
But my feet are still on the ground.
There we go. Not any more dangerous,
Oh my
according
God.
to
you're more likely to, something happen to you on the ground than in the air.
Oh, of course. But that doesn't mean that my mind doesn't have me...
Feeling up.
My mind doesn't allow me to think like that. Like, my mind is like, hey, you're leaving the
What are
ground.
you doing, Kyle?
He just typed in the feeling of jumping to your death. What the fuck are you looking for?
There's an actual word that describes the urge to walk up to the edge of a cliff and that sudden, like, fleeting sensation of, I should just jump.
Fight or flight?
No, it's an actual, like,
vertigo?
physical urge. No, it's not vertigo. Vertigo is like a dizziness. But there's an actual phrase in psychology that refers to you, I don't know enough and I'm
So
too
is
drunk.
that like saying like
Oh my god,
I
Kyle,
could shoot
love
myself right now, but I'm not? Is that similar?
Kind of.
You. I mean,
so
you would
there's,
imagine, right?
the idea is that there's enough of you built in to kind of self-preserve. If you're doing
Self-restraint?
something stupid and you're thinking, I should
I
stop
don't want
doing
to
this
kill
stupid,
myself.
that's the premise. But the idea is also that human beings take risks as part of our nature. So there's a feeling of, I should take that risk. Nah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't jump out of my condo at 16 floors up. So it's kind of that.
Probably not.
There's a psychological feeling that's actually dedicated to that. I'm just a little too drunk to Google that right now, unfortunately.
Obviously.
To be
we
fair,
can
you
put that
did
shit in
Google
post.
it.
We can try to Google it, but he can put that shit in post production. Give me a hand, my man. What's gonna work?
What is with you high fiving like this?
Hey, Kyle, give me a hand, my man.
It's a chicken wing motion.
So every fourth topic, we like to end our show with a viewer scoop.
Scoop, scoop.
So let's get right into it. Jesse wrote in with a topic of what are our thoughts on girl gamers?
Do they
Jake?
exist?
Do they?
They're a myth.
I don't
legend.
know.
The Legend
They're
27.
similar to unicorns.
Horns and all.
What are our thoughts on girl gamers?
Yes.
As in, do we care if girls play games, or...
Well, more like, what are your thoughts? Do you
I think it's
like it?
awesome.
Do you dislike it?
I
Do
think
you
it's really
encourage
awesome.
it?
I think that for a really long time, video games...
Fuck off me.
I think for... I think for a really long time, video games have been very guy-centric, and I think it's awesome to have girls involved in the medium, giving their perspective on things and getting involved in the production of things, because I think any good art form is controlled by a very diverse group of people.
Well said.
Yeah, very well said.
I mean, yeah.
Yay, Jake!
I mean, I totally agree. I think the more we can
Diversify.
diversify
With a FY.
our
FY!
our culture and bring it to more people, more eyes, the more enriched.
With an ED!
I'm getting you a dictionary for your birthday.
The more enriched it can be. Like, you add more personality, more story, more
Right.
emotion to these things when you can branch out and give it to a wider audience of people compared to just catering to the male audience.
I play mostly multiplayer, so I just feel shame and for all of my loser male brethren that can't stop themselves from mouth breathing every time someone with a non-male voice gets on the microphone. Hi guys, my name is... Oh, it's a woman! Like, holy shit.
Dude.
This is as thirsty as I've ever seen it.
I feel like really bad for girls that play games
Yeah,
because
for
dudes
sure.
are like total assholes.
Yep.
Like
There's a change. There's a change to the feeling of every single little connection.
my girlfriend and I like to play Call of Duty together. We'll split screen it up and play, and like people are dicks, man. Like they say some heinous ass shit.
Literally.
Well, what about you, Kevin?
I think it's great. That I've always seen female gamers as a plus. they definitely bring a different perspective for sure. And then, like you guys said, it's also very unfair how they get treated online. And yeah, that needs to change for sure.
Yeah, it's that matter of like someone like piping up in the lobby that you're like, oh damn, he said that. Everyone's sitting there just talking normally, and then someone jumps in that is obviously not male, and someone else just totally throws them under the bus, and you're like, mute.
And then there's all the guys who get butthurt from being beat by a girl in gaming too.
That's the worst. They're not physically superior. This can't be. Very, very anime about them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for sure it's a plus.
Yep,
No problem with it at all.
Okay. So, for those listening, let's just keep it nice, keep it civil, make girl gamers feel respected and welcomed to our community. Obviously, we're all part of it. Let's make it a nice community. Now, thanks for watching. This has been Liquored Up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and then we'll see you next week with brand new episodes Monday through Thursday.